All right, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing good. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Um, it is May 8th, 2017, and let's do some market analysis based on the COT report. If you guys don't know what the COT report is, I talked about that in my other video, and you can look at it. I explain everything over there. So let's start off today with the Australian dollar. Okay. Now this still looks like it's bearish. You see the commercials here are not aggressively buying. I still think this is still going to short some more. We could see a tiny pullback, but I'd sell rallies on this. They have gone a little bit. They've covered their shorts just a little bit, but they're not really aggressively buying the market. So I'd still be looking to short this for maybe another week or two. And that's it for the Australian dollar. The British pound. Let's got the British pound. See, the commercials here have covered their shorts too. We could see another pop back up, but I think this is going to short also eventually in the coming few weeks. I think this is still going to short. We've been long since all the way back here, but for now I think we're still going to go short here after a few weeks, because the commercials are starting to wind down their long positions. And the Canadian dollar. Now this is extreme buying, and I don't see a reason for them to do this. I mean, this is really extreme buying. Oil prices are declining. Could it mean that oil could go higher? Maybe, but I don't see it right now, so I'm not going to be touching this pair too much. However, if oil prices continue to go up, we could see the Canadian dollar start to recover, all the way back to up here or something. But for now, I'm just going to see what happens with oil. Let's go to the euro. As you can see, they're at the zero line. I think this is really extremely bearish for the euro. I think this is really bearish for the euro. I think the euro could short to all the way maybe back here, fill this gap or something. They bought the market just a little bit, and we saw this, but I think this is really bearish for the euro. Japanese yen. It's been quite a bearish few weeks for the yen, as outflows from safe haven assets. But I think we are about to see some bullish movement in the yen. Commercials have just gone a little bit bullish here, and I think the yen still has could do a pop back up around till here. So I'm quite bullish on the yen for the next couple of weeks. Could be this week, could be next, but I'll look for buy signals on the yen. Swiss franc. This is also very bullish for the Swiss franc. You can see we were bullish right here. This is the same, approaching this level. See what happened to price. I think this is really bullish for the Swiss franc. The Swiss franc is very correlated with the euro, so whatever happens to the euro happens to the Swiss franc. So let's move on. Mexican peso. This is extremely bearish for the Mexican peso. They've crossed the zero line. They've gone net short. This is extremely bearish. I'm shorting the Mexican peso. New Zealand dollar. Very heavy net long. Very heavy net long. I'm looking to go long on the New Zealand dollar. I think the bullish move is gonna come very soon. Maybe this week, maybe next. But I'm looking to take buy signals in the New Zealand dollar. Let's move to energies, crude oil. We saw oil drop last week like crazy, dropped all the way up down here. I mean, this was insane. Broke all the support and everything. Kept falling. I think we're still looking as a short. If it pops all the way back to 49.50, I'd look to sell again. They're not aggressively. The commercials are not aggressively buying this market as you'd expect. I'm still looking as oil as a short for now, especially looking at this. Small speculators are extremely buying it. This is a big move, and we always want to be contrary to the small speculators. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this very interesting trade. Metals, gold. Gold is my favorite metal to trade. Actually, my favorite thing to trade. One of my most favorite things to trade is gold. I like gold. I'm looking to go long on gold for a few weeks, maybe this week. I think gold is gonna pop back maybe to 1260, 1280, 1290, around this level, and then another drop. I'd say a few weeks from now. I'm waiting to. I'm waiting for the rise. So you could take sell signals in gold. If it pops back all the way up here, maybe fill this gap. I'd take sell signals in gold. That's it. That's it for gold. They're not really aggressively buying this market. I think the smart money is starting to move into safe haven assets. So I think gold will short. Could it continue lower from here? Maybe, but I'd look to sell any rallies above 1260, 1290, 1280, around those levels. Those are key levels for me, and I'd look to sell rallies there. Silver. This you can see here. Silver is going bullish here. I think this is also gonna pop back around somewhere here, and then short again. But very similar story with gold. I'm looking for sell signals around end of June, maybe. I think it's gonna rise and then drop. So let's see what happens. Let's see what can happen here. Anyway, now I think it's time to talk about the pairs I'm going to be trading. That's what's interesting. Now here we have the Euro USD weekly chart. I'm looking at Euro USD as a short for now. I think it's gonna fill this gap eventually. I think it will. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. But I'm short Euro USD. USD Japanese yen. Kind of mixed signals on this. It looks to me, based on the Commitment of Traders report, that it could be bearish, but I'm just gonna see what happens with that one because it's kind of mixed. USD Canadian dollar. This is a very interesting pair. I'd look to buy dips. I'd buy on dips on the USD Canadian dollar based on the weakness of oil. I'd be looking to buy dips on the USD Canadian dollar. We are on the overbought on the percent R. So I'd look for a small correction. I'd look for a correction somewhere here, and then we could buy that. You know how I expect oil to go up just a tiny bit, maybe to 48, 49, maybe even 50. I'd look to take sell signals there, right? Same thing with the USD Canadian dollar. Any strength we see in the Canadian dollar, so for example, the USD Canadian, I'd look to be a buyer on dips. So let's see what happens with that one. AUD New Zealand dollar. I think this is going to continue to short. We could see a pullback, so I'd sell any pullbacks. I think we're still going to continue being short on this pair. This continues lower. Yeah, I think this has room, still has room to go down. I think this still has room to go down. So I'd sell pullbacks. Euro New Zealand dollar, same thing as Euro USD. It's in the overbought area on the %R. Based on the commitment of traders report, I'd be looking to short this. I'd be looking to short this. This looks like a very interesting short to me, and it's quite a lot of pips all the way to this gap. Will it fill? It may fill. It may not. But I'm still looking at this as a short. Euro New Zealand dollar. This is a good short for me. This is a good trade. I think it'll work out in a few days, if not weeks. So let's see what happens. Next, we go on to the USD Mexican peso. I'm long on this. Okay, I'm long on this. It's in the oversold. It's had an oversold for a long time. It's popped right back up. I think this has room to go a lot higher than where it is right now, maybe the 20 or 21. But I'm bearish on the peso, bullish on the dollar. I think the dollar is gonna have a strong few weeks. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this one. But I'm long on the USD Mexican peso. I just buy pullbacks. Simply it. So those are the pairs. Actually, I did want to touch on one pair very specifically. Is this one, AUD Japanese yen. I still think this will short. I have a strong feeling that this will short based on the commitment of traders report. I'd look for maybe one more pop back up, and then I'd get in as a short daily. It is overbought in the daily, and it just came right back down. So I do think this will short if we have one more pop back up. I think the AUD Japanese yen will be a short very soon. So I take sell signals on AUD Japanese yen. That's going to be a very interesting trade. So that's about it, you know. Or I could touch on gold. Yeah, why not? Touch on gold. So what I expect personally for gold is to have one more pop back up, you know, around this area, and then I think it'll continue to short somewhere here, you know. So this is going to be a swing trade. So I'd look for that rise, and we've had an upward weekly candle, so that's very interesting. So let's see what happens to this. I think it's going to go up, continue higher, and then short. Very interesting. So let's see what happens, guys. It is oversold. Yes, it is oversold in the daily. It's approaching oversold on the weekly. So on the %R. So that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Let's see what happens. All right, guys. I hope you like this, and I'll give you guys an update on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'll give you guys the next market update and what trades I'll be taking. So enjoy your weeks, guys. Enjoy your trading week. Good luck and good trading, guys. I'll see you soon.